Welcome to On the Chain. This is Jeff. What is up? You guys are here, and Chip is still with his family, so he's not here with us tonight, but that's okay. We're going to have an entire week, so this is going to be great. What is going on? Yeah, you want to use it? Here we go. XRP panic. Let me see. We got it right here. Let me dial it up for you. So what is going on, everybody here on the chain? Gonna get sidetracked. We haven't even started yet. Today, we're going to talk about Ripple XRPY because there is some big momentum in the crypto space. The way I look at it, Ripple, XRP, Bitcoin, Ethereum, crypto is everywhere. Everywhere you look, it could be Polkadot, it could be, Cardano, it could be XLM, it could be XDC. Crypto's popping up in every single conversation, as we talked about a little bit yesterday. Mass adoption is here in a short period. Maybe it's already here, and we're just starting to get used to it because it's all getting ready to start. It's unstoppable. Visa now owns an NFT. We're going to talk about that because you know what? Mass adoption is right here, right now. In 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Welcome to On the Chain.
All right. Want to give a quick shout out to Permission.io. Check it out. Permission.io is sponsoring today's show. Permission.io. Really cool. You guys can go check it out. Permission.io/on-the-chain. That's it. You get to earn some Ask token. You know what it is? You're browsing around the internet and there's all these ads popping up. These guys are monetizing your data. How do you monetize your own data? How do you take control of your own data because it has value? So Permission.io, you get this browser extension, you register, go through the process. Every so often a little video pops up. They say, hey, do you want to watch the video? You say yes. You watch a short video, you start earning Ask token, ASK token. What a great way to engage in the crypto space and earning and monetizing your data. Outstanding. So today, what's going on in the crypto space today? How many great things, great advancements, great news stories have we seen, regardless of what's going on with the SEC? And we're going to talk a little bit about that also, but check this out. So there's this one article, I wanted to get into it. I'm looking at this article. 2,300% XRP rally could be just around the corner. And that's according to a top crypto analyst. But before we get into the analyst, that's pretty cool, but something else cool. We talked a little bit about how FTX has a stadium in Miami where the Miami Heat play. Well, check this out. The Cal Golden Bears will play all of their home games in a newly rebranded FTX field for this upcoming football season. And that is California University signed a 10-year, $17.5 million naming rights deal with FTX.US. So now this is the second one that they have. They have their names on. $18 million. That's crazy. So the NBA Miami Heat, as I just mentioned, play in the FTX arena. The company is also the official crypto exchange of the Major League Baseball, MLB. Football star Tom Brady took an equity stake in FTX. It's crazy. Everywhere you look, there's something going on, something exciting, something that you have to say, you know what, mass adoption is all around us. Because a lot of these big corporations, especially the guys in the tech space, they get it. Some of the others buying their time a little bit, but PayPal recently just launched their UK crypto purchasing platform. I don't know. PayPal's in it. PayPal's getting into it, moving around. You know something's moving. You know something. There's progress in the space. It's getting adopted all over the place. And yet, like yesterday, we were talking about, there's always going to be some pushback. So, pushback, resistance, that's expected. It's actually good because if they didn't push back, you'd say, man, they don't even care. Brick and mortars don't even care that you got this invasion of their space. It must not be that important. So the fact that they're getting riled up, we know it's important, but check this out. Let's check this stuff out. 2,300% XRP rally could be around the corner, according to a top crypto analyst. Not just any analyst, not just any crypto analyst, but a top crypto analyst. So let's look here. XRP could be on the heels of one of the biggest rallies it's ever had, according to closely followed crypto trader. Okay. Hopefully the article mentions who that crypto trader is, but maybe not. You might never know. It might just be a top one. Let's see. In a new strategy session, the pseudonymous trader, I don't know, pseudonymous, that's a funny word. It's a hilarious word. Trader known as Credible Crypto says he believes XRP is destined to reach somewhere between $20 to $30 this bull cycle. I don't even know who this is. I don't know. They wrote an article about it though. Looking at XRP's abrupt 1,000% rally in 2017, the trader posits. Is that a word? Posits? Where's Chip when you need him? Posits that something similar could happen in the current bull cycle. The biggest gains happen in the last 10% of the bull market. Keep in mind that XRP was trading at 22 cents in 2017, and in 1 month, it went to $3.30, which was 10 times in 1 month. That's pretty cool. So now he's expecting this big breakout session. Right now, I think XRP is sitting at, wrong article. There we go. XRP sitting at $1.25. So from $1.25 to $20, $30, moving on its way up. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So the one thing that we do know is that Bitcoin is getting pretty close to 50,000, actually past $50,000. So that was pretty nice. Anyhow, all right. 2,300%. That'd be pretty crazy. It's going to happen now. Who knows? But they wrote an article about it, though. They definitely wrote an article about it. Yep. If deposits is a word, I'm sure posits is a word too, like deflower and flower. Oh my God. This is funny. Is this for real? Is Credible Crypto? Is that legit? I don't even know who it is. I don't know Credible Crypto. So if Mr. Grimm says that Credible Crypto is a legend, then Credible Crypto is a legend. I honestly, I probably should have read a little bit further to see and looked him up, but I did not. Sorry about that. Anyhow, I'm not knocking it anyway, but I think it's cool. You know, I like seeing the, I like the reference. I like the excitement. I like the passion. I just get caught up in some of that stuff. It's, it's just kind of funny. He is, man. All right. So now I got to look him up. Now I got to look up Totally Legit. Awesome. That's great. But what's funny about it to me, I like how it starts off because so many articles start off that way. And again, not knocking it in the article or the context in any way. I just find the flow of it, interesting. I like how it's top crypto trader, but then you get into it. I got to look him up now. Now you guys all said Credible Crypto is the guy, he's the man. So, and he believes that a big bull cycle is coming, 2,300%. That's awesome. Look at that. Andrew Handelman. How did I miss out on him? I don't even know. I can't even believe it. Man, has 300,000 followers. That's awesome. Now I gotta look into it. Holy cow. So do you posit that the lemon tree is a security? I do not. I refuse to posit that my lemon tree is a security. Now, some of my lemons on the tree might be securities, but I can't verify that. I've actually sent a request to the SEC in Basically, if you can find out what the actual outcome is, I don't know, if a lemon can be a security, then the lemon tree is a security. It's just too much. Totally legit. That's awesome. He made $250,000 trade in 3 days. That's awesome. All right, that's cool. Very, very cool. I like it. I like it. So, all right, let's move into to some tweets here, because there were some important tweets that came out over the past couple hours. One of them from none other than Johnny Deaton. So Johnny Deaton says, motion to intervene is being cited again. Now, he actually put a link to this letter, to this response. We're going to go into that letter a little bit, because there's one paragraph in there just like puts them in their place. But look at this. So this proves XRP holders or hodlers are in this fight, even if we're not yet in the ring. So here you have the SEC again coming after XRP investors. The letter also notes that Hinman's claim about XRP are refuted by the SEC's own argument opposing Johnny Deaton's motion to intervene, and that Hinman's personal views on XRP are dubious. Then you can go to the footnote 2 in the document. Let's see. Let's go to said document. I don't know if this is a letter though. So this is from Cleary, Gottlieb, Steen, and Hamilton. Now, there's one section in here. This is to the Honorary Sarah Knepper, United States Magistrate Judge for Southern District of New York. Now, check this out. Dear Judge Knepper, on behalf of Bradley Garlinghouse and Christian Larson and Ripple Lab, we write to respond to the SEC's opposition to defendants' motion to compel the production of internal and interagency documents. Now, you go ahead here. At issue here is the propriety of the SEC's blanket invocation of the deliberative process privilege, DPP, yet the SEC spends the bulk of its opposition relitigating the relevance of materials that the court has already found to be relevant. Now, could you imagine? So check this out. The SEC's argument that the materials sought are irrelevant or untimely ignores the court's prior rulings. Now, how many times does the judge in the case have to say and rule on something before the SEC gets it? So here it says the SEC spends nearly 3 full pages of its opposition on its already failed protestations that internal consideration of whether or not Bitcoin, Ether, and XRP are securities is not relevant. But the court already found this discovery is relevant to the court's eventual analysis with respect to the Howey factors. Now, here it goes on. The court also found that such material is relevant to Ripple's fair notice defense. So they know the court found one way, and then the SEC knowingly still goes after it. So they're stating here the SEC's awareness of market uncertainty about whether or how digital assets were regulated by U.S. security laws, and SEC's own uncertainty about whether or not U.S. security laws apply to digital assets are all relevant evidence of whether market participants were on reasonable notice of what the law required. So, it's so amazing, and look how long, look at this statement, right? So here they get deeper into it, that they're ignoring it. We don't need to go through all of this, but when you get into, here it is right here. Look at this footnote. So the SEC repeatedly mischaracterizes the deposition testimony from Mr. Hinman and Ripple's counsel's motion to strike non-responsive testimony. At his deposition, Mr. Hinman was asked about discussions concerning the application of the federal securities laws to digital asset. His response focused exclusively on XRP, but there was no motion to strike that response. Ripple's counsel then re-asked about such discussions other than those concerning XRP, and Hinman ignored the question and gave an answer that referred exclusively to XRP. So I don't know what this is all about. Again, they're just singling out, focusing on one thing, but then check this out. So you get into the letter. So here you go down. Here we go. And the SEC's own filings in a case brought by XRP holders now seeking to intervene in this case, which stated that the XRP status under the security laws is being litigated in this case. See Deaton v. SEC. How great is that, right? So here you have, here it says, Mr. Inman's personal views as to XRP's status are dubious. In any event, given his testimony that not all the factors laid out in Howey need to be met to be an investment contract, but I like how they reference John Deaton. They reference XRP holders' suit against the SEC and the request. So how great is this? I guess I could have zoomed in a little more. Look at this right there. See Dean v. SEC. This is from the attorneys on behalf of Garlinghouse. It's taking notice. The one thing that we talked about that both the SEC and the Senate have overlooked or underlooked or didn't even look at is that people in the crypto space are loud. And the SEC has probably never before seen so many people get behind a company that they're seeking lawsuit against, supposedly in protection of. So the SEC supposedly in protection of XRP holders, whereas XRP holders are bringing suit against the SEC with a motion to intervene on behalf of a suit that the SEC is bringing against Ripple and XRP, claiming it be a security. It's like, it's amazing. It's really amazing to see this stuff. It's really great. So let's see. Just now waiting for SEC to call in the three-letter security apparatus and call XRP vital to the national security of the monetary system to seize XRP as a national security asset against the Chicom. There you go. There you go. So, all right, what else we got? Yeah, I agree. We need to bring Deaton back, and we need Deaton to dissect all of this stuff. But need a crypto legal guy to weigh in to opine if imminent domain laws might apply to critical crypto infrastructure tokens like XRP. Interesting. I have no idea, but that's interesting. That's good. That is good. Hans Loaded. You all see the clip with Deaton where he says XRP shall only be regulated by a XinFin registered body. How great! That's a great statement. I like that. So, all right, let's move on. Let's move on, shall we? Let us move on through this. Okay, we just saw that. We just went through that letter. Check this out. So this was from this. Oh, not sharing the tweet. Share this tweet. We got Stewart XRP earlier today wrote, Gary Gensler has decided that the SEC will not admit that XRP is not a security today, continuing the damage for thousands of XRP holders and harming U.S. innovation. That's very straight and to the point. That come out and admit it. Just make the statement. You're there protecting the investors, yet you're doing dubious work and not supporting the investors at all. At all. Irish Red Crypto, can't wait for the day I see you post this. It's coming and it will be powerful. So I don't cross it all out and then boom, he posted it. XRP, there you go. How many days has it refused to admit to this absurd and damaging notion? Damaging to investors and innovation. It's not just America, but the whole world is on standstill until this shit show is sorted. Gary is just like Microsoft. Microsoft. You got to love the comments on Twitter. Stuff like this is just hilarious. Let's see. Jeremy Hogan. This is the type of communication the SEC is hopefully finding in the Slack messages and other discovery from Ripple. Here, Mr. Brito makes clear Ripple does not try to influence XRP price. This suggests Ripple execs got good legal advice back in the day, even. And let's see. This was something that was posted. I can't really read it. All right. What else we got? Who's ready for $2? All sorts of good stuff. All right. So let's move on. Let's move on. What do you guys say here? There we go. Anyone heard of XRP being bought back at 4,200 each? I don't know. That sounds pretty good to me. If that's the case. Birdie, what's going on? R3 full XDC. R3 using the XDC, at least in some sort of a partnership with XDC. There we go. Let's see. What else we got here? What other cool things? All right, check this out. We are going to share, hang on. We are going to share a video. How about that? Let me find it. This was a video, actually it was posted on Twitter, and here it is. I found it. All right. This was on the Squawk Box. Hang on. Let me put on the headphones. There we go. Let's check this out. So, all right, let's hit play. Let's listen to this. And I got to remove it because I didn't share with audio. So let's stop screen share, reshare, share audio, pick that monitor, and we're good to go. Here we go. All right. Here we go.
Kristen, it almost seems like when we get more sort of clarity on what regulators are thinking, that that crypto starts trading higher. Maybe it's just a risk-on trade. We see that too, and the Fed certainly helps. But people would like to know if they're going to at least let it survive and then have ways of regulating it. I mean, that might be bullish for the space.
Yeah, I think what we saw in the Senate, what played out in the Senate over the past couple of weeks, is that there still is some uncertainty around how regulations are going to play out. But what we did discover is that crypto has a political superpower, and that is its community of users who, in a moment's notice, can activate and organize and weigh in with their policymakers. And I think the fact that there was a pay for in the package that relied on getting revenue from cryptocurrency at a very high level, that's a very, very good sign. Now, we still need to work on the details, but being on the ground in Washington, I've never seen the crypto industry or the crypto community more organized. And so at least from the US perspective, I think that we still have some work to do, but that we're going to ultimately get a good outcome on the regulatory front.
Kristen,
that's interesting, right? I mean, first of all, this is on you get this up here on CNBC, right? And the question, seeing that you're seeing that crypto going up, Bitcoin increasing, talking about regulatory clarity. She's referencing, what happened in the Senate. Also referencing the fact that when times got tough and they brought this crypto bill, the crypto ecosystem, meaning all those who invest or build in the crypto space, came out strong and then voiced their opinions. So it's so spot on. We're looking at this. These are conversations taking place right now in the mainstream. It's not just Michael Saylor buying Bitcoin. It's not just SEC and all of us talking about this SEC case against Ripple. It is Main Street. It's mainstream. Yesterday, we referenced an article where 76% of executives in financial institutions believe that the crypto space could potentially replace fiat in the next 5 to 10 years. Now, there are a large percentage of them most likely are already investing in. So here you have this craze, and we're just getting started right now. It's just getting fired up. They don't even really understand it. You go back and you listen to what he's talking about.
We get more sort of clarity.
I mean, it's almost like, he's trying to find the words. Normally comes right out, boom, boom, boom. Here, he's kind of trying to figure out as he thinks through maybe some new terminology that you've never used before, because now he's talking about cryptocurrency when they get clarity. And he's like, wait a minute, we've never talked about regulatory clarity as it relates to any stock, any investment for the most part. Here he's referencing, the regulatory
on what
clarity.
Regulators are thinking that that crypto starts trading higher. Maybe it's just a risk-on trade. We see that too, and the Fed certainly helps.
But he's already referencing, you get that clarity, and it's going to push it up. There's a little bit of commotion at the Senate level. Again, the cryptocurrency ecosystem comes out with passion, whether it's the SEC or whether it's the Senate with their missteps. And it's really, really, impressive. Mass adoption still years away. Exactly, Ferdy. Exactly. Little baby steps, but they're starting to get actively involved. They're actively talking about it, actively passionate about it. And it's on both sides, right? So you have this, like if this was a more positive kind of spin to it with regulatory clarity and what it's going to take. Then you're going to get the FUD coming in when you have the articles from like Janet Yellen and, Elizabeth Warren and others like that. They keep spinning this notion of nefarious purpose. We referred to that yesterday with Rep. Tom Emmer, as Rep. Tom Emmer responded, and Rep. Tom Emmer said, hey, to the president of the Fed, where was it? Out of Missouri or wherever he was out of. And he said, hey, you don't know what you're talking about. Your own currency, your own fiat currency is what's used by and large for illegal activity. And they found that in 2020, 0.34% of all illicit activity was done with digital asset. 0.34%, not even 1%. The whole notion, the whole narrative that that the opposition brings to cryptocurrency out the window, gone, has no relevance to any conversation anymore. So anyhow, in 5 to 10 years, Congress will sit at a table and say, have you heard of this crypto thing? Could very well be. Could very well be. I don't know. I mean, that's crazy. That's crazy. If the infrastructure bill goes in, all crypto developers will have to be registered security brokers. They'll destroy innovation. And KYC, all who use their smart contracts, that will force us offshore. I agree, 100%, 100% that that's the outcome if that happens. So let's see. All right. Illicit, nefarious. Fiat is illicit. All right, move on. Check this out. So with all of this, and it's funny because as you go through, you're like, all right, you've got all this conversation. We don't even have to look at the article that Bitcoin surged to 50,000 because we know what happened. However, do we know that this is going on? Google removes 8 deceptive cryptocurrency mining apps from the Play Store, and there's 120 more fake crypto apps online. Now, there's a cybersecurity firm, Trend Micro, detected over 120 deceptive crypto mining apps. 120. That's massive. Now, some are on the Google Play Store. Hopefully, they've been there for a little while. Look at this. Some of these apps were downloaded 100,000 times. Now, it says we recently discovered 8 deceptive mobile apps that masquerade as crypto cloud mining apps where users can earn crypto by investing money into a cloud mining operation. Now, here are the apps: Bitfunds, Bitcoin Miner, Bitcoin Pool, Mining Cloud Wallet, Cryptoholic, Daily Bitcoin Rewards, Bitcoin 2021, Minebit Pro, and Ethereum Pool Mining Cloud. Now, the fact that it's gone on this long, Google doesn't care. They don't care. They finally removed it, but if they're not called out, they don't care. Trend Micro explained that these malicious apps trick victims into watching ads, paying for subscription services that have an average monthly fee of $15 and paying for increased mining capabilities without getting anything in return. Scams, complete scams. That's all it is. And Google, I don't know how long they were out there, but downloaded 100,000 times. There you go. It's crazy. Thank God they found it. Thank God. There's no such thing as a free lunch. Without the Ripple lawsuit, Bitcoin would not have rallied so high, and Jay and all of his buddies would not have profited so much. That's possible. It is possible. I don't know. I don't know. But it's interesting to think about. Let's see. XRP Speedboat. No sleight of hand with XRP. It's magic. Man, I meant to wear my XRP shirt tonight. XRP, not 100% sure, but I think it's magic. I forgot. Is Jeff, as Jeff said long? It is. Jeff. You don't want to shorten it. You want to elongate. You put a little elongation on the eh. So Jeff. So you go Jeff. You can elongate it. Especially if you spell it the other way. Oops, that's not correct. Put F's there instead of G's. You get it. All right. Let's see. All right, let's move through this. All right, USDC. So USDC reserves. How do I get like Jeff? See, there you go. Jeff. See, long. You elongate it a little bit. Here we go. So USDC reserves. Now this is interesting because there was a lot of controversy over USDT, and in fact, Android Central. Where's the article? Here it is. Not Android Central. Android Authority had an article. What is USD coin? Is USDC a safer stablecoin bet than Tether? Is it? Well, they wrote a whole article about it. Now, what we do know is that right now the USDC reserves are changing. Big change. As the world continues to see the advantages of crypto and blockchain tech, more and more users are choosing USDC as their digital dollar currency to transact, to store value, and as a unit of account. USDC is the world's leading regulated stablecoin, right? So it was started as an open source. We don't have to get into all of it. Investment in USDC reserves follows the permissible investment rules under state money transmission regulations and is also guided more conservatively by Center's reserve management policy. So Center requires that Center-approved stablecoins be issued by regulated and licensed financial institutions. So now there's some changes here. Circle reserves expanded beyond cash and cash equivalents in May. The company provided a more detailed breakdown of the reserve composition in July, adding clarity and insight into funds backing USDC. So now, says here, Circle, with support of Center and Coinbase, has announced that it will now hold the USDC reserves entirely in cash and short duration US treasuries. Now, think about that. So you have a stable coin, now stable to the dollar. Now its reserves are 100% in cash and US treasuries. Now, do you think that there's something going on here to where, you know, they want to make nice with the powers that be in government? I don't know. You can figure that one out. Entirely in cash. Tether, not so much. I don't know if this is good or bad. You know, so yeah. So USDC is inflationary, not exactly. That's exactly what I was thinking. And I was like, if you want to put it into an inflationary asset, the USDC is going to devalue, as we know, because it's 1-for-1 to the US dollar. So it's the USDC is devaluing due to inflation against all other digital assets in the space. As the digital assets appreciate, they're deflationary. Our fiat currency buys less and less. I was talking to a friend of mine the other day in our favorite sushi restaurant in Michigan, he said that you used to get this roll called the Michigan roll. If you guys are in the Detroit area, you guys know where Clawson is. You've probably been to Noble Fish. Noble Fish is awesome. But they have these Michigan rolls. So they're massive rolls with tuna, avocado, but massive chunks. And I think they used to be like $6.99 or $8.99. I mean, for 8 of them, super reasonable. And now he's saying that the price has gone up to like $13.99. Everything is increasing in price. So it's crazy. I said the price of sushi now are what I'm paying over here. I just got sushi today for a little tray. It was like $14.99 for this little tray. And so you look at this sushi, right? Everything is going up in price. Everything across the board. Your fiat currency is valued at much less than it was, but everything's going up in price. Now, even digital assets. Now, your digital assets have more value. You can buy more goods with your Bitcoin today than you could a year ago. Can't say so much for the US dollar. So, yeah, I don't know. I just thought this was, kind of an important thing to reflect on. And I'm glad Mr. Wright brought that up. Who really holds USDC or, yeah. Now, USDC is interesting. If you're putting money over onto Celsius, it pays around 10% interest. So if you're going to be holding fiat, you might as well turn your fiat into USDC, put it over on Celsius and get like 10.5%. You're not going to get 10.5% sitting in the bank. I mean, that's for sure, right? It doesn't exist. Mr. Wright, sorry. Detroit's a long way to go for sushi. For Susie. Well, it depends. That's funny. All right, let's see what else we got here. I like the comments are awesome. Darcy said his favorite food, sushi. Johnny Crypto says, my wife thinks it's because they remodeled the grocery store. That's why the prices are higher. Yeah, that means they've remodeled all grocery stores across the board. All grocery stores. Prices going up. Did you hear at Costco, there's a run on toilet paper and water again. Crazy stuff going on. So Jeff Beach, Michigan and Florida. If you're in Michigan, I forgot what part of Michigan, but if you ever get over to the Detroit area, go over to Detroit and then you can go to Noble Fish. By far the best sushi place. So it's a Japanese market, and now it's expanded, but it used to be up front Japanese market. You'd have to go to the back, sushi counter, little tables. Oh, it's the greatest place. Greatest place. Hands loaded. Live comments are awesome because you're awesome. Oh, thanks. Thank you. Appreciate that. Let's see. Omakase course in Bay Area is 180 to 200. Yeah, it's insane. Let's see. Oh, the Canadian dollar was $1.23 US 2 weeks ago. Today it's $1.27. Man, I remember when it was like $1.40 or $1.35, something like that. Oh, there we go. Nick Risk at Noble Fish is the best. See that? My favorite place to go. It's awesome. Get to Detroit, land. That's one of the first places I go to as soon as I get to Detroit. Got to go straight to Noble Fish. By far the best. All right, East Lansing. That's right. That's right. And by far on the chain, by far has the most intelligent community in the entire crypto space. That's how awesome it is. That's how great it is. I love your feedback. I love your comments. They're outstanding. So let's see. Darren Digalormo. We sell race car parts in Houston. Holy smoke, the prices are crazy and not coming back down anytime soon. Man, oh, it's insane. It's insane. So, all right, here we go. Ferdy, what do you think yourself? Will Ripple XRP be settled? Oh, man. Ferdy, that's a great question. I do not think, personally, I think that this case is going to continue probably through 22. I could be completely mistaken, just gut instinct based on delays, and watch this thing. They come with some outcome in October, but I don't know. I don't know if October is going to be the date. And hey, everybody, give a quick shout out to my dad, Papa Huddle himself, in the person, coming to check us out. Papa Huddle and Chip joining us simultaneously, popping in at the exact same moment in time. Check that out. Big shout out to both. So, all right, let's move away from the USDC to something that's even more exciting than USDC. Hang on. Let me make sure I'm actually sharing my screen, because if I'm not sharing the screen, then you guys don't get to enjoy what we're going to be looking at. Now I lost it. Here we go. All right. So we're talking about kind of mainstream, Main Street adoption of crypto. Now, how about this idea that both Visa and MasterCard have been getting into the crypto space? Now, how about Visa getting into the NFT space? How about that? Now, check this one out. Now, I was shocked when I saw this. I said, you know what? The NFT space is heating up. Yesterday, we were talking about NFT, and this guy wrote this article about NFTs, referencing them to be similar to an ICO, and stating that the NFTs set off all sorts of points on the Howey test. And then the next day, we're reading an article about how Visa just bought a CryptoPunk NFT for $165,000 in Ethereum. They paid 50 ETH for an NFT for a CryptoPunk. Visa, not Chip, but Visa. Visa bought an NFT, a CryptoPunk NFT, not just any old NFT, a CryptoPunk. Check it out. Now, what's interesting about it, look at this. The payment giant is bullish on NFTs and has said it is working on new concepts and partnerships in the NFT space for the months to come. So tell me that NFTs aren't something amazing, even though it confuses a lot of us. In the beginning, I said, I don't know about these NFTs. Why does anybody want to pay anything for one of these? I still don't understand it, honestly, but I get some of it. You want to support your space in the CryptoPunks. I get it. It becomes more of a community thing. Trades, just like in the art world. You look at some art, right? You look at the art and you're like, I don't know about this art. There's even some political family members that got some big money for their artwork. And you're like, that makes no sense. That individual was never an artist. I don't get it. But it's more of a community driven thing. And it's really cool because Visa is in on the action. And here you go, look at this. Visa's purchased a CryptoPunk NFT for 49.5 ETH. That's amazing. Now check, this is what's even more amazing. I mean, this shocked me even more because I'm looking at this. I didn't know that Visa did this stuff. Over the last 60 years, Visa has built a collection of historic commerce artifacts, from early paper credit cards to the Zip Zap machine. Today, as we enter a new era of NFT commerce, Visa welcomes CryptoPunk 7610 to our collection. Does anybody out there remember paper credit cards? I have no idea. I didn't even know there was such thing as a paper credit card. And I have no idea what the Zip Zap machine is. I don't know if you guys know what the Zip Zap machine is, but I have no idea what it is. So if you guys have any idea what a Zip Zap machine is, that'd be awesome. So Eddie Murphy with the ice cream cone. That was a classic. That'd be a good one for an NFT. They should bundle it up in the NFT. No, they don't launder money. Can't do that. All right. Zippity. I have no idea. Here we go. Remember the paper bank books you put in the ATM? I don't even know. I don't remember that. Paper bank books. Remember ATM cards. Does anybody remember ATM cards? They still have ATM cards. I actually used an ATM card not that long ago. There's such a thing as paper money still. It's amazing. Oh, she scanned your credit card on a zip-zap machine onto paper. Oh, no, this is paper credit cards. Oh, to the zip-zap machine when you put the credit card and you had to do this thing and it kind of put the copy on the other side. I don't even know. That's crazy. Stuff is getting insane. Visa bought ETH to buy that's the other part, David. Great point there. So Visa had to buy ETH or already was holding ETH. Better yet, they're holding ETH in order to buy NFT, to buy the NFT. That's even better, right? I like that. See, paper money, that's funny. Exactly. You're like, what's paper money? What do you do with that? Carbon copy, that's the other thing. Carbon copy. It's so funny. You don't even, it's so fun. You think about this stuff. Oh my God. I mean, you go back, Nintendo Contra. Remember the NES blowing on the cart? So you have your game, you have the Nintendo cartridge, it doesn't work, you plug it in, and you blow on it and you put it back in, and that like mysteriously blowing on the cartridge would work. It was great. So, oh man, good times. Good times. I'll tell you what. I remember filling out a slip to buy booze in Ontario, Canada. You know what's funny about Canada? You have the designated stores where you can buy alcohol, and you can only buy it in those stores, and they're all government-run stores. I always thought that was kind of interesting. So, Steve Willits, Jeff, please tell Chip he doesn't have to wee on his tree to get a good return on the lemons. Hear that, Chip? Oh my God. All right. So we move on. We move on from this. Now, what we're going to move on to, however, is that so it's noted, right, that you get the notice that Visa decides to buy an NFT. What happens to the crypto punks after Visa decides it's a great idea to buy an NFT? Well, 90 crypto punks get snapped up in 1 hour following Visa's 150,000. Now it's 150. They just devalued it. But check this out. Following the news earlier today that Visa has bought a CryptoPunk, around 90 NFTs in the collection have been sold. The total amount of these sales, roughly $20 million. Check these out. These are, come on. These are the CryptoPunks. Take a look at this, right? Take a look at this stuff. We can't stream to Twitch for some reason. That's all right. XRP Speedboat, what's up? I remember manual pencil. Well, first you got to remember pencils, then the manual pencil sharpeners. You know, it's funny because I was talking to my wife and my son doesn't read cursive. They don't teach cursive in school anymore. I'm like, how are you supposed to, how are you going to sign your name? I was like, when was the last time you wrote anything? They have their computers to do their stuff. I guess every so often they write their name on something. You know, I guess they do write some stuff. And I'm like, man, it's crazy. You got to remember pencils. But the big manual pencil sharpeners, not the little ones. The ones they would have next to the chalkboard. Do they have chalkboards anymore? I don't even know. But check this out. So $193,000. 906. No, yeah. Wait, is that accurate? Is that 1,000? No. What? I don't even know. How does it read like this? I can't even figure out what those numbers are. It says K for $222,000. There's no way that sold for $916,000. $193,000, $210,000. Holy cow. The majority of the sales were for around 180 to 250. Is my dad still on watching? Hey, can you imagine you're selling one of these? Can you wrap your head around this? You buy one of these little guys right here, right? It's represented in just a little tiny thing, $180,000. Crazy, right? The NFTs. CryptoPunk sales can reach a lot higher than this, according to NFT Tracker. The highest crypto sale in history was 7.6 million. Now, so we get excited about that, right? We're excited about that one. Where's the next one? Here we go. Okay, now get ready for this one. Okay. Get ready for this. So 2 months ago, someone purchased this Fidenza NFT for $1,300, right? Today it sold for 3.3 million. Now, I don't know how many times it changed hands. Was it the first person that bought it for 1,300 and sold it for 3.3? Now, this isn't something that you go and hang up on your wall. This is it. It's a digital art NFT, right? You're fired up. This is what you get to do with it. You get to look at it. $3.3 million. Money laundry. Looks great indeed. Could be worth 3.3 billion in a day from now. I'll print it out and stick it on my wall to enjoy it. Now try to insure it against theft or damage if you can agree what it is. Could be an interesting discussion. In 2017, my homie Trader XO put me onto BNB at 50 cents. I sold a 20,000 position at $2 thinking I was a stud. Huh. BNB. What is that at? Like 300 and something right now? I don't even know. Bro, look. On the chain, those look like those strips of paint samples at Home Depot. There you go. XRP Panic. I can screenshot it for free. You could, but then you don't own it. It's not the real one, and you know it's a screenshot, and everybody else will know it's a screenshot. But you could own this. Honestly, even if that was art hanging on the wall, I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get it. This one, it just, these are the CryptoPunks, like, you know, I mean, I get it. It's in the community. People are fired up. They're excited about it. I don't know. I get it. I get it. It's exciting. Oh my God. Let's see. Like Desert Fox. Let's see. Buy a house or an 8-bit pick. I'm leaning towards the side of the 8-bit pick. I think that's really cool. Yep. Steve Willett. I make my son write out 100 lines. I will not buy Bitcoin. Oh my God. So funny. It's great. So now on to lighter news. Our buddy Mark Cuban, check him out. Now, Gary Gensler said the spirit of the law is, let me see if we'll show that at. Let's go to Gary Gensler first. The spirit of the law is about protecting investors. Our rigorous enforcement regime is, I like how they call it a regime, is about following the facts and the law wherever they may lead on behalf of investors and working families. If someone asks a lawyer, accountant, or advisor if something is over the line, maybe it's time to step back from the line. Going right up to the edge of a rule or searching for some ambiguity in the text or a footnote may not be consistent with the law and its purpose. Now, do you think that this statement is in reference to the letter that was sent on behalf of the Ripple attorneys that we just read, and we read said footnote? Is that possible that that's what he's referencing? Is Gensler now engaging social media to discuss the lawsuit and letters that are being exchanged on behalf of the parties with and to the judge? We read number 2. This includes deceptive conduct by private funds offering or accounting frauds, insider trading, market manipulation, failure to act in retail customers' best interest, reporting violations, best execution, and fiduciary violations, or any other form of misconduct. Wow, he's got a lot to say. Then we don't want to read his remarks. But let's go back, because that was an interesting statement. Mark Cuban says, this is such bullshit. You didn't start the BS. Please don't continue it. If you were working on behalf of investors, you make it easy for questions by investors and business people to be asked and answered. You make it near impossible. Those can't afford lawyers can only guess. Mark Cuban responds to Gary Gensler, stating that the spirit of the law is about protecting investors, when we know that multiple times now, the SEC has come out in direct opposition of the investors, not on behalf, not protecting them. The fact that they've gone after and singled out and targeted holders of XRP and made statements, derogatory statements about the holders of XRP, proves Mark Cuban's point. If you're working on behalf of investors, you make it easy for questions by investors and business people to be asked and answered, which they don't. You make it near impossible. That statement, Mark Cuban, spot on. Spot on. Another shout out to XRP Speedboat. Like, share, and subscribe, because you're now in love with OTC. That's it. You know it. You know it. So good stuff. Good times. Chip, hopefully you're having a great dinner. Big shout out to your mom, your dad, your family over there where you're having dinner. So let's say Waller saying, Chip, bad hair day. That's why you couldn't make it on. You couldn't comb his hair. His hair's just getting wildly out of control, too long. Yeah. So, hey, Chip, mom says to cut your hair. So, all right, all good stuff. And on a final note here, let me just bring this one up. One more statement, one more article here. PayPal, we brought this up in the beginning, brings crypto service to UK customers. I think this is cool. This is more big news in the Main Street space, because PayPal is Main Street as it gets. And there you go. There you have it. Big shout out to Crypto Bird Dog, another OG in the space with On the Chain. Great to see you. And Mr. Wright, OTC On the Chain is the highlight of the day. And I say all of those that gather here with us, definitely the highlight of our day. How amazing is it that we have this group that comes together, gathers every night to hear Chip and I pontificate on cryptocurrency. So big shout out to Rex P, our Canadian supporters of the night, Rex P and XRP Speedboat. We have a whole Canadian contingency, as we do down in Australia and in the UK. We got people coming in from all over the place, which is outstanding. So check this out. Check this out. Let's see. Look at this. Use PayPal twice this week and receive no crypto from them. What in the world? They're not giving you crypto? I would write a letter of complaint. That's what I say. Tune in from Ireland always. Waller, it's a pleasure having you here, as it is Darcy and many others that come in and visit us from Ireland. An amazing country. Love it. Love your country. Love Ireland. Beautiful place. Chip, mom is laughing so hard. She does want me to cut my hair. Ani, thank you, Chip, and Jeff and Chip, and all you cool people here in the On the Chain family. You guys are outstanding. And as always, make sure you guys like, subscribe, and hit that bell notifier. Why? Because it helps the Google algorithms. Everybody says, what can we do to help support On the Chain? Well, that's it right there. Like, subscribe, and hit the bell notifier and boost the algorithms of the shows. And that helps out tremendously. And as you guys know, we do stream 6 days a week, Sunday through Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and every Saturday morning at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Whoa, wait a minute. Did somebody say cassettes?
The usual, sir. Please.
Please. So with that, tomorrow is another night. Tomorrow's Tuesday. We'll be back here, right here at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, working on getting a special guest with us this week. It might be tomorrow night, might be Wednesday night. You guys will know when you bounce in here and you see the special guest here with us. So until then, until next time, we will check you guys out on the next one. We're out.
Are you down with OTC? Please like, subscribe, and click the bell to be notified when the next video drops.